There we go. Chapter 8 notes. Okay. So we've got sprachen and nder. Everybody know what sprachen or nder means?
Languages and countries.
Good.
Are we going to learn how to speak English?
Not even going to dignify that with a response. The languages and countries. So some of these you've already learned. That'd be one of them. Okay. Well, Hausaufgaben is not a country or a language. Maybe you need to do more Hausaufgaben to learn what a language or a country is. Here we go. First verb. I know you've seen this one. Okay. But I'd say at least 2/3 of each of the classes still don't know it well. So, what does sprechen mean? To speak. If you just went, that means you really need to study it. It even says it on the door, on the poster. Mm-hmm. Alright. Anything I need to know about this verb? It's irregular. So what's our first step? Oklahoma, okay.
Oh, no.
Confused by all the side talking. Just get your stuff and get it going. Let's fill it in. So ich is going to be what? Sprache. Everybody, Sprache. Going down the right side. Wir. Sprechen. Ihr. Sprecht. Und sehen Sie? Sprechen. What changes for the other two? E changes to an I. Good. So what's du going to become? Sprichst. Yep. ST ending on there. Is yes, man? Spricht. Right. Next verb. This one you haven't had before. Try that one. Leben. Anybody happen to know this one?
To walk.
To something. We've already had to eat. To live. Okay. So this could mean live as in you reside someplace, or it could simply mean that you are alive. Okay? Either way. This is a normal verb. Nothing weird. Okay? So what's ich going to be? Lebe. By the way, if you capitalized Leben, just made that L large, it would mean life. So wir leben means we live life. Okay? So capitalization does make a difference. Yeah? What about du? Lebst. Is yes, man? Leb. Alright, right side. What's wir going to be? Leben. Ihr? And Sie and Sie? Good. This one you've seen before too. Remember what this one is? It's not separable. No, it's going for the meaning, which also means to live, but this one is only when you're talking about where you live, so where you reside. Okay? So you can't just say ich wohne, I live. That doesn't work. Is this one regular or irregular? It's regular. Ah, tricked you. Alright, so ich what? Wohne. Du? Wohnst. Is yes, man? Wohnt. Wir? Wohnen. Ihr? Wohnt. Und sehen Sie? Wohnen. After that, we are back in regular notes. Alright. Here we go. So, try the first one. Die Sprache. What did that mean? Language. It was on the first slide. Okay, so you'd say, Ich spreche Sprachen. I speak languages. Okay. Now, in the case of Germans, in most schools, they will start their first foreign language by about 3rd grade, some as early as 1st. Kindergarten's private, so they don't count that. Latest I've ever heard of is 5th grade. Usually about 2 years after that, they start their next foreign language, so they add on to it. And after a couple of years of both of those, then they usually get to choose which one they're going to drop, if they're going to drop one. So, most of the time, English is the one that they start with. Okay? And then from there, your other choices will depend on your school. Like the one we do the exchange with, they specialize in ancient languages, so they have more languages than most. Okay? But, you know, if you live near France, for example, French is going to be a common language for you to pick up as your next one. Okay? So it kind of depends. Okay. So you've seen the next one. It's the hard one. How do you say it? Französisch. So it sounds in the middle. Okay. Try it again. Französisch. There you go. What's that one? French. Okay. Next one. It's pretty obvious what it's going to be, but how would you say it? Think about German. Everybody try it. Japanisch. Okay, so what is that? Japanese. You guys are so funny. Switzerland is now a language? Yes. Interesting. Alright, so, keep going. Try the next one. Russisch. What's that? Garrett, why are you not writing? Oh, you wrote them all down? Right? Okay. And the last one you've seen before, let's try it again. Griechisch. What's that? Greek. Greek is the language, Greece is the country. That's why we're doing languages first. Next one. Well, you know the bottom two.
And the first.
Yeah, you know most of these, actually. All right, try the first one. Turkish. Okay. Turkish is still the largest immigrant population in Germany right now, followed closely now by Syrian refugees. So, they actually have a really cool, they're very welcoming to immigrants and refugees. They even have apps for them, so you get the app, and then if you, I don't know, a lot of the refugees aren't going to have phones, but whatever, they can still gain access to it in libraries and whatnot. So if you go onto the app, you can select immediately on the first page the language that you speak. And then it'll walk you through, here's what you need to do in order to get your kids into school. Here's how you find housing. Here's how you find help for this. You know, so it's kind of a cool concept. Yeah. All right, try the next one. Italianisch. Oh, come on. Italianisch. There we go. Italians, by the way, they all drive like race car drivers. I love it. So if you're on the Autostrasse, so it's like the Autobahn, but in Italy, there's a speed limit that nobody ever pays attention to, including the cops. And there are lines on the road, just like there are here, and they are promptly ignored. So you take the racing line, so you hit the apex, you know, all that jazz, and drift out, and it's a good time. It scares a lot of people, unless you're used to it. But if you're used to it, it's good fun. No. Everybody does it. It's the more logical line. You know, like if you ever are driving down the street, I guess a lot of you don't drive yet, but when you start driving, you'll start to feel like, oh, this would just be much faster route if I just went this way. And that's how Italians drive. They take the faster route, whether the lines say to or not.
In the area that my brother is living in, Aviano, Italy, a lot of them drive smart cars.
Yep.
They're just tiny, and his car is like twice their size.
Yeah, smart cars are common. Anyway, all right, next one. Try it. Polish. Okay, it's Polish. The next one looks scarier than it is. Try it. Chinesisch. Okay. What's more fun is when you get to say things like Chinesisches Essen. Chinese food. Okay, so we've already had China for China. All right. God help me how to say the next one.
Deutsch.
English.
She will slap you. She'll get your finger.
Can't anymore.
Right now I'll forgive that because she knows what Deutsch means and how to say it. All right. And the last one, try English.
English.
It's a language that hopefully you know a little bit about at this point. English, Warner. Back to it. Okay, so try that one. Das Land. What's that one? Country. Again, that was off of the first slide. All right, so a lot of these you've already had. I'm just going to go through them, double check. Okay, so try the next one. Die USA. Okay, so it's plural because the United States of America. Okay, anybody remember another easy way to say it? America with a K.
You can shorten it.
Okay,
Oh, I was right.
America. Okay. Now, you could also call it Vereinigten Staaten von Amerika, but you won't need to do that. Okay? And that's literally how you would say United States of America. All right, try the next one. Frankreich.
Frankreich.
Okay, has anybody seen the word Reich before? Third Reich? Yeah. Okay. So it means kingdom. Okay. Lowercase r can also mean rich. In this case, it's in the middle of the word, or it would have been capitalized. So it's Kingdom of the Franks. That's where it comes from. These are countries, not cities.
This is France.
France. So Frankfurt and Hamburg are both cities in Germany, not countries. All right, try the next one. Say it like a German. Japan.
Japan.
All right, I'm not even going to rewrite it. You got that one. Try the next one. Russland. Carter and Max. Russia.
For Russia.
All right, next one you've seen as well. Try that one. Italian.
Italian.
And what's that one?
Italy.
Italy. Next one. This is Jimmy's favorite in the other class. Try that one. Canada.
Canada.
Oh, Canada.
James Us.
Yep.
No,
Call
God.
him by his middle name.
Which is?
Maynard.
Done and done. All right. Try the next one. Die Türkei.
Turkey.
What's that one?
Turkey.
Turkey. Yes. Not the food, only the country. Just like the word for hungry, as in I am hungry and I live in Hungary, are two different words.
They are?
Yes. Hungary, the country is
Aren't they
spelled
supposed to?
differently.
I
Yeah.
never knew that.
It's spelled,
Hungary.
yeah, the country is
Hungary.
spelled Hungary.
Yeah. It's with an A for the country. No A for the thing.
How do you say Turkey? Never knew that. Actual Turkey.
Truthahn. Right, next one. Yes, we've been recording all of this. Try it. Österreich,
Austria.
which is
Austria.
Austria, which is where my kids will say is the best gelato in Europe. Just in case you wonder. Next one. How do you say it? What's that one?
Switzerland.
Which is where the most expensive ice cream is.
I love beach fights.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that though.
It's been a quick trip though.
All right. Next one. Try it. Griechenland. Okay. Let's try that again. Griechenland.
Greenland.
All right. Yes, and that is Greece. No, there's one S versus two. They're not the same. Okay. And Doctor Who fans and Sherlock Holmes fans. Here we go. Großbritannien.
Großbritannien.
What's that?
Great Britain.
Great Britain.
My homies.
Oh. Ich bin die große Mutter.
Why did I say that?
All right. Which, by the way, is different than England. All right, try the next one. England.
England.
Okay, so that's just England. Yes. Gross Britannia incorporates all of those. All right, last one. Try that one. Australian,
Australian.
which is what?
Australia.
Australia, yet not Austria.
Isn't England Great Britain?
England is part of Great Britain. No, England is the whole Brexit. They left the European Union. Or they're in the process of leaving.
England is a country,
Yes.
Great Britain is the island.
Yeah. More than
A pound is worth $1. Yep. Okay, here we go. Now, all right, some of these you've seen before. Let's try them again though. Try the first one. Woher kommt sie? What's it mean?
Where do you come from?
Now, where do you come from?
Where do you come?
Where does she come from? You need to actually look at the words. Don't just guess. Where does she come from? Okay. When they ask you that, they're asking where you are originally from. Okay. What does sie kommt aus mean?
She comes from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then you can insert the country name in that blank. Okay. But if it's a D word country, so if it's singular, like die Türkei and die Schweiz, those D's are going to change to der. So you'd say sie kommt aus der Schweiz. For the plural, which you really only have USA as the plural, and that D changes to den. Don't worry about why. It's a preposition if you really care. It's a dative preposition. But for now, just know that it's going to change that word.
Got it.
But the other ones that don't have a D word in front of them, they just fill in the country name. So, sie kommt aus Deutschland, sie kommt aus Österreich, sie kommt aus Italien, sie kommt aus England, whatever. Okay? Next one, everybody try it. Wo wohnt er? What's that mean?
Where does he come from?
Where does he live? Yep. So this one they're asking, where does he actually currently live? Leave. Where does, wow. Where does he leave? Okay. So er wohnt in, and then you put in the place. Okay. Same thing as before though. If it was a regular D word, change it to der. If it was plural, then it changes to den. Okay, so er wohnt in England, or whatever. What does that mean? Er wohnt in England.
He lives in England.
Mm-hmm. So you could say er lebt in England, and that works too. Alright. In Griechenland spricht man Griechisch. Seems obvious, but we're practicing things. Okay? So try it. In Griechenland. Come on. In Griechenland. Spricht man Griechisch. Put it together. In Griechenland spricht man Griechisch. Yeah? What does that mean? In Greece. Now, the man is the part that's new to you. We're going to talk more about it in the next couple days, but that's the one that means one or someone. In English, we tend to say you. Okay, so when you are 16, you can drive. It doesn't mean, Skylar in particular. It means people in general can drive. Does that make sense? Okay, so it conjugates like er sie es, which is why we've been practicing er sie es man, every time we do verbs. Okay, so in Greece, one speaks Greek. Okay. So we would say you speak. Mm-hmm. All right. What about the other one? Anna aus den USA spricht Englisch. What does that mean?
Anna speaks English.
Anna?
Lives in the US.
Anna from the USA.
Speaks English.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fragen?
Nein.
American.